Now let's see methods of consumer protection. Children, methods of consumer protection are self-regulation by business, consumer awareness, consumer association, and government control. Children, words written in green are the keywords. First is self-regulation by business. Now, business can ensure consumer protection through self-discipline. Business should adopt a code of conduct to behave in more responsible manner, and self-control will avoid government control. That means a business can ensure consumer protection through self-discipline. That means when a businessman will keep a check on himself, if a businessman will control himself from getting involved in any malpractice in order to earn profit through unfair or restrictive trade practices, the businessman will be able to protect consumers. So, in order to ensure self-discipline, a businessman should follow a code of conduct. That is, he should have certain rules for himself for not cheating any consumers. Because if he is cheating any consumer, then last sentence, that is, self-control will avoid government control. If he is not cheating consumers, no government control will be there on this trader. And if he is cheating on consumers, government control will be there, because people will file case against this producer or the trader, and he will be penalized heavily. That means then he will not be able to carry on his business freely. He will not only be penalized heavily, but he also may have to discontinue his business practices for a smaller duration, longer duration, or forever. Next method is consumer awareness. Now, if the business is not self-regulated, the businessmen who are not controlling themselves and they are involved in malpractices in order to earn profit through wrong means, even then consumer can be protected, but if he is aware. That is, consumer must be well informed, should protect his own rights by speaking and acting against exploitation. That means by taking action against the malpractices of the businessman. Next is consumer association. Now, if a business is not regulating itself, if the consumers are unaware, then the role of consumer association starts. That is, educated consumers should raise voice and actively participate in consumer association. Consumer associations are the associations of educated consumers. So, whoever knows about his rights as a consumer, that person should actively participate in consumer organization and should educate and awaken other consumers also. Because when every consumer is aware and every consumer is taking action against businessmen, they will stop these practices. Government control. Government has passed several acts for protection of consumers. Government has also provided various measures for protecting consumers like publicity awards. Children, government has passed several acts for protection of consumers. The most important act is Consumer Protection Act 1986. There are other acts also which are passed for the protection of consumers. Government has also provided measures for protecting consumers like publicity. This we will discuss in next topic. So here in self-regulation by business, the keywords are self-discipline, code of conduct, and avoid government control. That is, when the businessman ensures self-discipline and adopting a code of conduct, they can avoid government control. Consumer awareness, the keywords are consumers should be well informed to protect his own rights. Consumers Association, that is, educated consumers should raise their voice and actively participate in consumer organizations, and these associations should educate other consumers also. Government control, the government has passed several acts as well as it take various measures for protecting consumers. Now let's see what are the measures which government takes for protecting the interest of consumers. First is publicity, awards, environmental friendly products, consumer welfare funds, consumer redressal forum, lok adalats, public interest litigation. Children, in this topic, no such keywords are there. You can explain in your own words. So, publicity, All India Radio or Doordarshan telecasts regular programs on consumer protection. The ministry publishes a quarterly journals on consumer affairs. Children, you might have seen advertisement on television under the tag Jago Grahak Jago. These advertisements are telecasted by government in order to make consumers aware of their rights, and ministry also publishes a quarterly journal, a quarterly report on consumer affairs. Awards, Government of India offers awards to encourage participation of consumers in consumer protection. Environmental friendly product, children, a scheme has been introduced under the tag an eco mark. Under this scheme, people have to use and they have to make the products which are environmental friendly, and it was to reduce impact of products on environment. Children, as you have seen that government puts a ban on use of plastic or polythene bags, because these products, when these are produced, they create more pollution in environment, as well as it is very difficult to dump these products, to dispose of these products, and they create an adverse impact on the environment. Consumer welfare funds, children, Government of India has created a welfare funds where the amount is collected for educating and protecting the rights of consumers. Next is Consumer Redressal Forum. Children, government under the Act Consumer Protection 1986 has provided a judicial machinery. This judicial machinery is on 3 levels, that is District Forum, State Commission and National Commission, where consumers can file their cases and can get their cases resolved. Lok Adalats, children, Lok Adalats also can directly listen to the problems or grievances of the consumers, and they take a decision which is right for consumers as well as for the trader, and this saves a lot of time and money of the people, because if they will file case in the court of law, that takes more time as compared to Lok Adalats. Public interest litigation, children, if a consumer is unaware and he is not able to file his complaint, or he is poor, he does not have sufficient means, thereby he is not able to file his case in the court of law, there is any individual or organization can file case in the court of law on his behalf. Now, when the consumer files a case in the court of law, there are certain remedies which are available to the consumers. Now, what are these remedies? These remedies are removal of defects in goods or deficiency in services. The person who has purchased a good, if the good is defective, that person takes the good to the seller. The seller tries to remove the defect and give that product back to the consumer. This is the first step. Next is replacement of defective good with new good of similar description. When a consumer, in first step, when the consumer has taken goods to the seller and the seller has removed the defect. Now still if the defect is there in the product, the consumer can again take the good to the seller, and the seller will give him another product with similar description. Now if the other product which the consumer has got, that product is also defective, then he will take the goods to the seller, and the seller has to refund the price of the good. Now these are in order. Like if you purchase the product and you find that the product is defective, you take it to the seller, and if you want to get refund, it is not possible. It is on the discretion of the seller whether he want to refund you money or he want to remove the defect, because in first step the seller will remove the defects. If the defect is removed completely, you cannot get your refund or replace the product with another product. But if the product is still defective, you will again take the goods to the seller and he will replace the good. Again, he will not refund the money if he doesn't want. He will replace the good with a good of similar description. Now still if another good is also defective, then only you can get your refund. After this, that means if the seller does not follow any of these 3 steps, then the payment of compensation by the seller for any loss by the consumer. That means till now the consumer has filed a case in the court of law and the action is taken against the seller, and seller has to pay compensation to the buyer of the product for the losses the consumer has suffered. He also has to withdraw the hazardous good from the market. He also has to discontinue the unfair practice which he was carrying on. Salient features of Consumer Protection Act. Now what all is there in Consumer Protection Act? The Act applies to all goods and services unless specially exempted by Government of India. That means the Act applies to every type of good and every type of services. It covers all the sectors, whether private, public or cooperative. That means whether public sector is selling you product or private sector is selling the product or cooperative sector is selling the product, everybody is covered under Consumer Protection Act. The Act provides remedies to the aggrieved consumer. The Act provides that if the consumer is filing the case in the court of law, the consumer should get remedies for his grievances. That means his problem should be resolved. The Act prescribes the consumer rights. All the rights which we had discussed in the previous class, all these rights come under the Consumer Protection Act. The Act provides a judicial machinery, that is District Forum, State Commission and National Commission, where the consumers can file their cases. The Act explains who can file the complaint. It specifies who can file a case in the court of law. The Act ensures that every complaint must be disposed of as speedy as possible. The Act explains against whom the complaint can be filed. The Act explains when the complaint must be filed. That is the duration within which the complaint must be filed against the seller or the manufacturer. The Act explains the meaning of the consumer, that as per the Consumer Protection Act, who is the consumer who can file case in the court of law. 3-tier redressal machinery. Children, the Consumer Protection Act provided 3-tier redressal machinery for the redressal of grievances of the consumers. This redressal machinery is in 3 different levels, that is District Forum, which is at district level. It can listen to the cases where the value of good and compensation is less than 20 lakh rupees. State Commission, it is at state level and Those cases can be filed in state commission where the value of goods as well as compensation is between 20 lakh to 1 crore of rupees. Next is national commission, that is the highest judicial machinery for redressal of consumer grievances, and here those cases can be filed where the value of good as well as compensation is more than 1 crore of rupees. Children, we will discuss this judicial machinery in next class. This is all for today. Thank you.